Hi! Wow. Y'all. You're too good to me. You're too much. It makes me so happy. We are ready to do more Renactions. Let's get into it. I have felt so much love, so much support, so much understanding in the last few days than I have probably in my entire life. The Renegades, wow, you guys, my kind of people, my kind of people. Mental health, positive, fighters, survivors, loving, caring, nurturing, some of the best people on this planet, it seems. Your girl is really appreciative and really grateful. If you haven't watched my reaction to the response to that video, I go into it more there. Even that video's gotten so much love. You guys are too good to me, too good to me. I wanted to answer some questions that I got. No, I'm not currently in therapy. Yes, I should be in therapy. I haven't been in therapy since my therapist passed away, mostly because my trauma is so vast and has so many moving parts that it's very daunting and overwhelming to consider the idea of bringing a new person into everything and like getting them up to speed and having to kind of like bare my soul to another person. But I do believe that it's worth it. I do want to get to that point. I will get to that point. You know, shit costs money. But that's the goal at some point. And you know, finding a therapist can be disappointing experience. I know a lot of people have had, you know, horror stories of just awful therapists, people who should have never gone into the profession. And you know, I worry about having an experience like that as well, and wasting my time and, you know, that kind of thing. So I did see a few people commenting about that, and I just wanted to let you guys know I'm doing well. I'm okay. I'm managing. So let's start crying, right? And to those of you who have let me in on the specific trigger warnings for the trilogy, for the tales, which is what we're going to be doing today. Y'all voted. I listened. And don't worry, I understand it'll be heavy. I'm okay with that as long as I know going in. I can mentally prepare myself, which I have done today. But yeah, I am very glad that a few people kind of like let me in on SA, DV of it all, because both of those things are both of those things are part of my story as well. So let's just have, you know, a therapeutic moment, shall we? All right. We are going to get into this. I've got some tissues. I even got a couple ready. We are ready to emote. We are ready to get emo up in here. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm nervous. Like, second run experience. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not wearing my necklace. Okay. Okay. Why am I so nervous? You guys made me nervous. Okay. Pause, rewind, unpause. pausing really fast and I'm remembering to rewind. Is already so beautiful. And man, he's good at guitar. Like, thems are some skills. And it sounds so, like, romantic. It sounds so Italian? I don't know, like an old kind of beauty, if that makes any sense at all. I don't know if it does, but that's what it's giving. It's giving just like beautiful, romantic, old country, stunning skills on the guitar. And even the vocals, like, ooh. I am not prepared. I'm not ready. I'm not ready, but it's fine.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame?
I'm pausing again because, oh my goodness. The talking with the singing. Man, he's pretty. Like, his voice is pretty, that face is pretty. Like, not me thirsting over Ren during this. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Lick. I like it. I like it. I'm nervous only because I had warnings. But so far it's beautiful. And I'm into it. Shocking. I'm so shocked. Not at all. Okay.
Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared.
Shit. Uh-oh. Why am I already tearing up? Why am I already tearing up? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's relatable. Maybe it's because us girls are all Jenny. Maybe that's what it is. Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in trouble. But his voice is amazing. I love the style of this, the storytelling. It's so simple. It feels vintagey, but it's just so, what's the term I'm looking for? Like, bare bones, you know? It's just him, this guitar is just walking. Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony.
I need to go back a little bit more.
Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, go? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
Shoo, okay. Man, what a storyteller. Goddamn. Just a nightmare, right? Just a nightmare. Just, a girl's worst nightmare. Man, and him going back and forth between, like, these two characters is so jarring and entertaining and engrossing. Like, you're just so curious. You're just so curious. You're already curious, but scared. Curious, but scared.
Each with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Okay, let's talk about how beautiful that was. That was so beautiful. God damn, that boy's voice is beautiful. And he knows how to use it. Oof. There's so much going on in his voice and what he's doing and the choices that he's making. Like, there's just so much going on. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Wow. Okay. 3 minutes in. Wait, I need to
Just shame.
I need to hear that part again.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate. with something far more sinister in mind that does away. Hey, babe, are you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
I need to go back. That got me emotional. Ooh, there's so much going on. But him stopping the song to dial his phone and call someone and just scream at them like that. Okay. Yeah, that's really triggering. Yeah. That's that is I'm like shaking. Y'all warned me, so it's okay. I'm not gonna go into it right now. But yeah, that's triggering for me for sure. Okay, let's get back into it.
Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Story, it ends right to the start.
I'm pausing. I don't know why my audio cut out right there. Filming it that way is wild. Like, he's using his guitar as like the gun, and the camera work is like Screech, his reaction and his body movement. That's artistic shit right there. Like, that's some simple. It's so simple, but so effective. So effective.
Story, it ends right to the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Wow. Pausing. I'm probably gonna have a commercial pop up, but it's like, it's wild because you want to have sympathy for Screech because he's just another body of, you know, dropped by the cops unnecessarily, like. But then there's Jenny. There's Jenny. I love that the camera just stayed still, lifeless, as Ren walks away. It's so powerful.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstained sheets, Our Lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for violence.
Going back, because for some reason, my audio is cutting out randomly for some reason. I don't know if that's happening in the recording software or just my headphones, but man, this guitar work. Man, this guitar work. Wow. And man, his yodels are so beautiful. I love them. I love when he does that. It's so beautiful. Like, yes, use your voice as an instrument. Do that. Do it all the time. We're back in the hospital gown. This time in a hospital. We're 8 minutes and 54 seconds in. Shoo-wee. Okay. Hope it won't cut out again, because the last time I did it, I rewound and it didn't cut out, so I don't know what's going on.
Fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstained sheets, Our Lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick.
And it cut out again right before you said prick. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Ooh. Yeah, I have trouble with the child abuse stuff. That's rough for me, for sure. Cutting out my nose blowing. You guys don't need to hear it. Okay. Quit cutting out, YouTube.
Shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was the wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tight but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick-knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw when the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins, lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
What? Oh. Is there anything else? Just black.
And welcome.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Phew. I did not see that ending coming. Fuck. Oh man. Fuck. I'm cutting out my blowing my nose because you don't need to hear it. It's fine. You can guess to what it sounds like. Man, I don't know how people react to this. I don't know how. Well, I can guess. The people who have no frame of reference, or no experience in situations that he is painting, the pictures that he's painting here, maybe it's easy to react to it. Maybe it's easy to just be like, oh, how sad. What a sad little story. Beautifully sung and created and played and acted. There's so much going on there. So I'm assuming that they you know, they obviously didn't grow up together. Man, Ren! That is devastating. Violet was the worst. Violet was the worst part of that. Whew, man. As somebody who grew up in a violent home, with alcoholic abusers, that is hard to witness. That's hard to hear. It's hard to listen to. It's hard to react. And obviously, you know, none of you know this about me, because I haven't said it. I haven't made that part public, because obviously, but you know, you were all concerned about how I would deal anyway, probably because I was so emotional so fast in High Ren. And you know, Jenny's story is relatable, just existing as a feminine human being in this world. And Screech's story is so devastating because, you know, you see stories every single day of that outcome. But then Violet's story. Violet's story was really hard to hear. And brilliantly portrayed. Like, I've never thought about DV being, you know, sung about. Essay being sung about. I mean, I'm a survivor, and I've been an advocate for survivors for the last decade, which is something you don't know about me. And you know, I do a pretty good job at holding others' pain. I'm never gonna be upset with someone for trauma dumping on me. And, you know, I witnessed a lot of your pain in my comment section on Ren. I'm glad that we found each other. I'm glad that Ren makes art that is relatable in the most painful way. You know, like, because you feel seen, you feel heard, you exist in the world. Because when you experience things that are the kind of upsetting that the average person doesn't want to deal with, doesn't want to talk about, doesn't want to acknowledge, they rather push that shit under a rug. Like, that's not who I am. And I have always tried to be a voice for the voiceless. When I was creating art, my art that I have, you know, stepped away from. And yeah, that was just very triggering for someone that has a lot of childhood trauma and a lot of parental trauma and sexual trauma. Man, it feels like therapy though. It does. It does. Just the bearing witness of stories similar to mine. To cry about it, to let that feeling out. To not just let it sit in here. It was beautiful. It was beautifully done. I mean, if you saw my reaction to the response to Ren, you will have known that I had said something along the lines of, I don't know if his other stuff can live up to it. To live up to Ren. Wow. Was I wrong? I mean, Ren is very much the internal, the personal, the battle with oneself. But man, this is... This is giving voice to voiceless. This is acknowledging real, widespread pain that is part of so many of us, that isn't talked about, that isn't given the space that it deserves outside of therapy offices, outside of bedrooms. was so much. That was so much. There's a part of me that wants to watch it again. Because I feel like there was a point where my emotions were getting so strong that it was hard to not somewhat dissociate, like, just the slightest bit. Because I was there on everything, but just to see details. You know, the moments I looked away, the moments that tears were just making things a little cloudy. Wow. Another emotional one, guys. Oh, man. Okay, well. Until next time. Please, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do the things that, YouTube wants you to do. And thank you so much for all the love and all the subs and all the upvotes and all the comments and all the support and coming over to my Twitch and just thanks so much for everything. I'm gonna go cry some more now, okay? Bye.